For a long time, I have been doing scrapbooking. Lately, I've used Becky Higgins' digital Project Life templates on the computer, and I've been using her Project Life app. A couple of years ago, she created editorial templates, and it worked really well for me. It's an opportunity to have a little bit more writing and a couple of less pictures, and I thought it would be a really good way to make a visual journal. I don't write a lot in a journal or a diary, but I do like taking photographs. And so this is my third year. I've just finished my third year. So I'll show them to you. This one I called Thoughts and Reflections of Fiona Moore 2020. This was the first one. And I started off with a little bit of a blurb to introduce myself with some photographs. And some of these topics were ones that Becky put forward. Bucket list, 3 points of joy. And then I started to move into things that, related to me. Sustainability, every little bit helps. This was after our dreadful bushfires that we had in 2020. A little bit about friendship. And I probably wrote every week or so, a couple of times a week sometimes. I delved into a little bit of family history. I was doing a diploma course at the time, so I used some of that writing. A little bit about us, a little bit of reminiscing about best teacher gift ever. A bit about some of my teaching that I did in previous years. And finished off with when I'm 64, my goals in 5 years' time. The following year, I thought I'm going to make it a little bit simpler. I'm just going to call it Life in 2021. So there was my little granddaughter born in 2021. I still wrote a title page there and a little bit of some of my earliest memories. I put a little bit of, current news. That was the death of Prince Philip. Lots of babies born that year in our circle. So a tribute to my mother on Mother's Day. Oh, lots about masks and vaccines and new babies, lots of new babies. And I was pretty happy with it. That was about 60 pages as well. Last year, for some reason, I printed it in lay flat format, which is very nice, but it makes it a little bit thicker to go on the bookcase. But that's okay. I'll probably go back to the other format for this year. I had 100 pages in this one. There were lots of pages, and I didn't have room for a reflection. So I just started with Happy New Year. Then we had some countdown pages: 6 sleeps to go, 5 sleeps to go, 4 sleeps to go, 3 sleeps to go. As we move towards my daughter's wedding, I used some of the photo template pages there too. Quite a lot of pages about the wedding. I guess that's why it got so big. I used some of the photographer's photographs too when they were sent to us. Sometimes I'll take a little bit of a news item and just take a screenshot and use that to tell a story. Old pictures and new pictures, same smile I noticed in my grandson and my husband's sister. This one was actually 2 pages, one about Ash Barty and one about Rafa Nadal, and I've sort of, in the app software, I've combined the 2 pages, in the Photoshop, the Photo Bookshop software, I've combined the 2 pages there. Sometimes I will make pages like this for my 2 little grandsons. We had a day out at the Crocs Play Centre, and I will actually also have them printed as 12 by 12s to put into their 2 albums. That's another one I had printed for the boys too. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with it. It's like my diary for the year, but it's a bit of a visual diary, and I quite like that. Sometimes there's very little writing, like my little great-nephew's birthday, and sometimes there's quite a lot of writing when I was explaining how we got caught in the floods on the way back from Queensland this year. Sometimes I just use the pictorial template. Sometimes I use or mostly I use the editorial templates. So that one ran to about 100 pages. Well, exactly 100 pages because that's what I bought, but that's okay. I actually finished up with my son's birthday on the 29th of December, and I just put some fireworks from a previous New Year in. So that's how I use Becky Higgins' My Modern Story. But yes, I think I will go for the thinner books next time so that I can fit more on the shelf.